5 over 11 times 1 comes down, 2 goes up, 2 over 1 times 27 goes up, 1 comes down, 27 over 1. So here I now have 3 here 1, 3 in 27, 9. 3 here 1, 3 in 9, 3. 3 here 1, 3 here 1. 11 here 1, 11 here 1. So I have 1 times 5, 5. 5 times 1, 5. 5 times 5, 25. 25 times 5, 50. 50 times 1, 50. Over 1 times 1, 1. 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 So 50 over 1, which is equals to 50. So that means if you have a simplification of this result to 50 as an answer. Now, back to other aspect of the question. Here is a question that says that a woman bought a grinder for 60,000 naira. She sold it at a loss of 15%. How much did she sell it? This one is tested. JAMB 2010, question number 3. In this situation, this one that has to do with weight, you are to write your parameters in accordance so that at the end you can get the correct answer. So by so doing, a woman bought a grinder for 60,000 naira. So that is the cost price is 60,000 naira. She sold it at a loss of 15%. That means percentage loss is 15%. Then how much did she sell it? So the question is asking us for the selling price. The question is asking us for the selling price. In this respect, it is good to note the formula connecting all these parameters. And the formula that will be connecting them will definitely be percentage loss. Percentage loss, which is equal to loss over cost price times 100%. That is the formula. This is percentage loss. If the question was structured on gain, percentage gain will also be gain over cost price times 100%. But in this respect, it is loss. So percentage loss equals to loss over cost price times 100%. Now, in that situation, we have our percentage loss to be what? 15%. Loss, we don't know loss, but we know the cost price, which is 60,000 naira, multiplied by 100%. So we can, this percent can cancel this percent. Then what we are going to have is 15 over 1 equals to loss times 100 over 60,000. So what do? We cross multiply. So by the time we cross multiply, we have 100 times loss equals to 15 times 60,000. So in this situation, since we are looking for loss, we divide both sides by 100. We divide this one by 100 and divide this by 100. That's what we need to do. So this 100 can cancel this 100. Then we have loss to be equals to, we have 15 times 60,000 divided by 100. This 0 can cancel this. This 0 can cancel this. Then we have 15 times 6. So that will be 0, 3, 9. So we have, this one will now be 15 times. So this times this is 90. Then we have 0, 0. So automatically that means that our loss will definitely be 9,000 naira. Is the question asking us for the loss? No. The question asks us to calculate the selling price. Now, in this business transaction, it is evident that before loss can be made or can be recorded, that means the selling price is greater than the cost price. So in that situation, that means I'm to write that loss can only be recorded when the selling price is greater than the cost price. That means loss is cost price minus selling price, but gain is selling price minus cost price, because in loss selling price is greater than cost price, but in gain we have cost price. Gain is selling price minus cost price, but in loss we have, that means what it means is that in loss we have cost price is greater than selling price, but in gain we have selling price greater than cost price. That is the scenario, and that is the statistic. Here now we have, so in that situation, since the question is asking us for the selling price in relation to loss, so what it means is that we are to imbibe this one concept. So in that situation, we have calculated our loss to be 9,000. So in that situation, we have 9,000, which is our loss, equals to cost price. Do we know the cost price? Yes, the cost price is given, and that is 6,000. So our cost price is 60,000 minus the selling price. And the question is asking us for the selling price. So in that situation, I will transfer the selling price to this side, and I transfer this to this side. So if minus SP, which is my selling price, comes here, it becomes SP as selling price. Then we have 60,000 minus the loss, which is now going to be 9,000. So in that situation, selling price will now be 51,000. So here, since the question asks us to calculate this selling price, so the selling price for this particular question is 51,000. Question number 3. A man donates 10% of his monthly net earnings in his church, to his church rather. If it amounts to 4,500 naira, and the question asks us to find the net monthly income, so which is X. The question asks us to find X. So in this situation, I can say that this 0 can cancel this 0. So I have 1 times X, then we have over 10 equals to 4,500 over 1. So I'm looking for X, so I cross multiply this. So 1 times X, then it will be 4,500 times 10, which will now become 45,000. So that means the man's net monthly income is 45,000. Then the next question, question number 4, says that calculate the time taken for 3,000 naira to earn 600 if invested at 8% simple interest. So this one is also JAMB 2010, question number 3. These ones are successive questions to show that this topic is JAMB centered, and these are typical JAMB questions. Look at this other one too, which says that time taken for 3,000 to earn 600 if invested at this. So now from here, there's a formula that says that simple interest is equal to principal times time times rate divided by 100. So this is the formula we are to employ here, where I is the interest, principal, time, rate, then we are divided by 100. So in this situation, we have to look at that question. The interest is given to us. The interest is given as 600 naira. The principal is given as 3,000 naira. Then the rate is given as 8%. So the question asks us to find the time. So we have to employ this formula. So by employing this formula, we have 600 equals to principal, which is 3,000, times time. That is what we are looking for. Times rate, 100, 8 over 100. Then we are looking for t. So what we need to do here is to cross multiply. So by the time we cross multiply, we are going to have this times this 24. That's 24000 times t equals to 600 times 100. So that will be 24000 24,000 t equals to 60,000. Then our time will now be, we divide both sides by 24,000. Divide this one by 24,000, you have t left. Divide this one, it will now be 60,000 divided by 24,000. So this 0 cancel this 0, this 0 cancel this 0, this 0 cancel this 0. 6 in 24, 4. 6 in 60, 10. 2 in 4, 2. 2 in 10, 5. So we have 5 over 2. 5 over 2 is the same thing